In a quiet corner of the English countryside, where wildflowers swayed under a rare blazing summer sun, there lived an ant and a grasshopper. The ant never stopped. From dawn until the light faded, she marched in steady lines across the warm earth, tiny jaws clamped around seeds, crumbs of barley, dried berries. One grain at a time, she dragged them underground to her bustling nest. No complaints, no shortcuts, just quiet, relentless purpose. Not far away, the grasshopper perched on a tall blade of grass, legs crossed, strumming his makeshift violin made from a leaf stem. The melody floated across the meadow, cheerful, carefree, irresistible. "Oi, ant," he called with a grin. "Why all the rush? Look at this day. Blue sky, warm breeze, come join the fun. Life's too short for all that hauling." The ant paused for half a second, antennae twitching. "Winter's coming," she said simply, then carried on. The grasshopper laughed louder. "Winter? That's ages away. Watch this instead." He launched into an acrobatic leap, somersaulting through the air, landing perfectly on a daisy. A crowd of ladybirds and butterflies clapped their wings in delight. He bowed dramatically. "See? Entertainment. Joy. You should try it sometime." Weeks rolled by. The sun stayed high. The days stretched long. The grasshopper hosted daily concerts, new songs about endless summer, dances that lasted till moonrise. Friends gathered, shared nectar, laughed until their sides hurt. The ant? She kept working. Her tunnels grew deeper, her stores taller. Sometimes she'd overhear the music drifting down and she'd smile faintly, then pick up the next seed. One afternoon, the grasshopper spotted something odd. The ant wasn't alone anymore. A few younger ants had joined her, copying her careful movements. He hopped closer. "What's this? Recruiting an army now." The ant looked up. "Not an army, a team. We help each other, so no one goes hungry when the cold hits." The grasshopper rolled his eyes. "You lot are no fun. Bet you've never even tried a proper somersault." To prove his point, he sprang high, higher than ever, showing off a triple twist. The crowd cheered wildly. The ant watched for a moment, then turned back to her work. Autumn crept in quietly at first, cooler evenings, leaves turning amber and gold. The grasshopper barely noticed. The parties continued, though the crowds thinned a little. "They're just busy," he told himself. He played louder to fill the silence. Then the first frost arrived overnight. The meadows sparkled white. The grasshopper woke shivering, his violin strings stiff and silent. He searched for berries, gone. Seeds, buried or eaten. Even the nectar had dried up. Hunger gnawed. He hopped to the ant's entrance, legs trembling. He scratched politely. "Hello? Anyone home? It's me. Just wondering if you've got a spare crumb or two." The entrance opened a crack. The ant appeared, looking snug and steady. Behind her, the nest glowed softly with warmth. The scent of stored food drifted out. "What happened to your concerts?" she asked gently. The grasshopper hung his head. "They stopped sounding good when my stomach's empty. I thought summer would last forever. I was wrong." The ant considered him for a long moment. Then she stepped aside. "Come in just for tonight. Warm up. Eat something small. But listen carefully." Inside, the nest hummed with quiet activity. Ants organized piles, shared stories of a summer's work. The grasshopper sat in a corner, nibbling a single grain, eyes wide. The next morning, he stepped back into the cold. Snowflakes had begun to fall. He looked at the ant. "Thank you. I get it now. Too late, maybe." "Not too late to start," she replied. "Spring will come again. Begin then, one grain at a time." The grasshopper nodded slowly. For the first time, he didn't laugh or leap. He simply turned and began searching for the last few unfrozen seeds he could find. So, pause and think about your own life for a second. Every time you choose later over now. The unread book, the unstarted savings, the skipped walk in the rain, a quiet winter gathers somewhere inside you. But every small, steady choice you make today, that's the ant lighting a small fire in the dark months ahead. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to begin. One honest step.